everybody, welcome back to Chrissy Beauty. Today's video is a full face tutorial, also known as From Not Too Hot. Stay tuned if you'd like to see it. First I'll start with Spackle Lorac Primer, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face using my fingertips and just blending it in. This will help our foundation stay in place. Using my Makeup Forever HD foundation, I'm going to apply this with this Sephora powder brush. I'm just going to blend it in carefully to make sure it blends with the skin and there's no streaky signs from the brush or anything like that. Just really buffing it in. Next, I'm going to use my Chanel Teint de Soleil bronzer with this contour brush by Sephora. In fact, I'm using two contour brushes. With the more precise one, I'm just going to draw the line where I want the contour to begin. And then with the fluffier brush, I'm just going to blend that in to blend it with the skin and not be so noticeable. I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other side and blending it in so it looks more natural and always blending upwards. Next, I'm going to apply my Benefit Dallas blush, which is a beautiful glow to your cheeks, and I'm just going to use my Sigma blush brush and apply this on the cheeks towards the back of my cheeks, not necessarily on the apples of my cheeks. You know, you smile, and then I usually apply towards the back on top of my contour. Using my Hourglass palette Ambient powder, I'm using the middle shade and the more bronzy shade. With the highlighting brush, I'm going to use the middle shade and apply that on top of my cheekbones, just as a highlighter. And then I'm going on the bronzy shade, and I'm going to apply that on top of my blush, just to add an additional glow. I'm using here my NYX eyebrow pencil, and I'm just going to fill in my brows, brushing it through, just to fill in any gaps and define the eyebrows a little bit more. As you can see, I have a few gaps on both sides, and that always bothers me, so I'm just going to fill that in. On both sides, obviously. Next, I'm using my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm going to apply that all over my lid, all the way up to the brow. And you can see I have a tape there just so I have, you know, a very specific area where I'm going to be applying my eyeshadows. Using a blending brush, I'm going to go with the shade Unspoken, and I'm going to apply that all over my crease in wiper motion, just blending it back and forth. Make sure you blend it very well, and you can always bring it upwards a little bit. Using a shading brush in the shade Uncensored, I'm going to apply that shade all over the lid, concentrating on the middle part. Using a pencil brush, I'm going in Unreal shade, and this is going to be my inner third shade, which will brighten up the eye. And I'm also going to apply that on their tear duct, so it brightens up in the eyes and open up. With the Unbridled shade and this blending brush, I'm going to apply that on the outer corner, and this will be one of my first shade as darker shade. Applying that towards, you know, at the end to intensify the outer V. Then on the shade Untamed with the pointy brush, I'm going to apply that on the outer V as well, intensifying even more the colors there. With the short shading brush, I'm going to go in the shade Untamed, and I'm going to apply that on the lower lash line just to intensify the smoky look to this eye look. And then on the shade Undiscovered with the same brush, I'm going to apply on the inner third because I want that inner third of the eye to be very bright. Using a black liner, I'm using L'Oreal Smoldering black liner. I'm going to apply that on the waterline as well as tight line, which always freaks me out. Using my Physicians Formula liner pencil, I will apply that on the upper lash line, not too thick. I'm just really defining the eye look here, going all the way through. And at the end, I'm flicking it just to give it a little bit more of a cat eye, but also very discreet. I don't want anything too winged out or too crazy, so it's not very thick, the whole eyeliner. I'm using False Lashes Red Cherry 747S, and I'm going to apply that using my tweezers, and I usually use my dual glue and the one that dries dark. And good luck for me here trying to put this on. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to apply my Faced LashGasm Mascara. And before I do that, I just want to curl my lashes to blend the false lashes with the real one and apply mascara. I do not show here, but I also apply that on my lower lashes. I'm using my NARS Ginger Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm going to apply that on my under eye area. And this is just to clean up any fallouts from the eyeshadows and also brighten up the area so it hides a little bit of my dark circles. Just blending it in with this concealer brush by Sephora. Last but not least, I'm using my Rimmel Show Off Lip Lacquer in Celestial. I'm just applying that with the actual applicator that comes with the product on my lips with no lip liners or anything like that, just to finalize the look. And this is the final look. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!